Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your seat.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Osweiler's Texans going up against Bridgewater's Vikings. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, in 2 years' time, it will host Super Bowl 52. You get a look inside the impressive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. Play fake here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Play action. Now Osweiler. Caught left side Hopkins. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
A first down carry now for Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Everson Griffin was a valuable reserve for most of his career, but has really blossomed since entering the starting lineup.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now it's Osweiler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Way 90. Way 90.
Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. On third down, Bridgewater looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. And the rookie Braxton Miller with it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
On third down, Osweiler looking deep downfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there.
Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action with Osweiler. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
10 yards to go on third.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Miller, the lone setback. On second down, Osweiler. And his throw is incomplete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. They go play action now. Osweiler. And incomplete here on third down. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that? That's
why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Bridgewater again. This is Peterson. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The ball carrier there, Adrian Peterson, he turned 31 back in March.
But after his return from knee surgery a few years ago, that incredible return, I don't think we look at his number the same way as we do a lot of running backs who turn 30.
Yeah, I agree. And right now, standing 17th all-time in the NFL rushing ranks.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Second down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And the back goes into motion. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. More from Minneapolis after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second and 10 now. Osweiler. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is fielded at the 27. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Bridgewater now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain at 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Forbath will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Osweiler on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Bridgewater now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Bridgewater on first down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Let's see what the offense comes with here. Second and 8.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Set, wide 80. Tiger.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Let's go. Green 39.
After the interception, here's Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. He's going to rifle one deep left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up second down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And now it's second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. And the play clock's running down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Let's go. Play 90. Play 90.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look and got his man complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Bridgewater, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run with Peterson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second and goal to go now. They try again with Peterson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Third and goal for Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On third down, Osweiler. And finding Fedorowicz. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. And even 40 yards. So the offense has it first and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Osweiler looking for his running back, and he's got it. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Houston first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Gets it to Strong. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards for number 11.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now Osweiler on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing again, Osweiler. His pass caught at the 4. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Over the middle here to Rudolph. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second down now after the pass completion. They come up in an offset eye. A toss play. This is Peterson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They run again on first down. Peterson. And he is going to look. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be... Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Eluding the pressure right. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Back to throw. Finding time. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll look to throw. Underneath for Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He's back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And this one through the uprights and good. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And out now come the Vikings. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Now Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Osweiler to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Bridgewater to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Bridgewater from the gun on third. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Osweiler. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now it's Osweiler. He's going to fire one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can be...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Green 39! Green 39!
First throw in overtime now for Osweiler. And his throw here's incomplete. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Check, check. Watch it now, Barney.
Third and long. It's Osweiler. He's got a man complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes
That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for the Texans, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.